also to me, a lot of their stuff is very almost kind of playful. Like obviously all the lyrics are serious, but with this the music is like that too. Like to me, City of Evil has kind of a generally uplifting vibe, if that makes sense. It's just major and bouncy and there's acoustic stuff and movie soundtrack parts. Like that album is great, but it's not hard to listen to, and I don't think that makes it any less significant of a piece of art or as a piece of music. But to me, this album is just like brutal. Like, and I think the lyrics are like that too. Like, I love this band and I love rock music and I love metal music, but don't really turn to metal for like philosophical, whatever, or political opinions. But this almost feels like, specifically in like 2016, what they're saying about like AI and stuff, like we're creating God, like it gives us power, but we don't know what to do with that. And I guess that's an obvious statement now, that AI exists and we know what it can do. But it's just like I don't turn to rock and metal music in general for opinions about, politics or religion or the human culture really in general, just a lot of stuff like that. And I think they showed that just like as adults, they can really critically think in a way that I love Megadeth and I love Pantera, but like if you've read their lyrics, specifically the more political stuff, there's just so much rock music, even the stuff that's not conservative, like a lot of punk, in my opinion, that's just super one dimensional and really dumb politically. And you get the roller coaster ride of bands like Megadeth and Kid Rock that I could just always avoid. But with this actually feels like obviously their first few albums are to a degree political and philosophical, but it feels like to me that they're approaching this now, this project, as adults. And they were adults, but to me, it's like the perspective they've gained between their earlier stuff, like City of Evil through Nightmare, and then this. It's just like it just feels so much more mature, and I think that's almost why it's just darker and more, I guess, nihilistic. I think it might just be the overall darkest thing they've ever done because I guess, well, Life is But a Dream, I think, talks more about existentialism and the meaning of your own life. This just talks about the corruption and inherent sadness of human history. And the visuals associated with this album, I think, are like god tier. Like the cover, to me, is just maybe their best. As iconic as self-titled and City of Evil and Nightmares album covers are to me, it's just like looking at that. It's like that encapsulates what the album is about. And I don't want to incorporate this with the discussion of music, but it's hard not to. I think the title track, the music video for that song, is just absolutely just stunningly profound. And it's, to me, really, really interesting. And even the predictable twists, but just like how, it's not wrong. And it's just really sad. I don't know. I think everything about that video, the animation style, the way the audience, reacts to this like really morbid puppet show, it's just I don't want to hear opinions about the nature of humanity from a metal band, if that makes sense. To me, so much of that stuff is just complete crap. And it's just kind of, I don't know, I don't care for it. But like, I feel like they're just one of these few bands that actually have something meaningful to offer that's both like dark to the point of nihilism, but also like doesn't feel like they're trying to be edgy. You know what I mean? I feel like with this feels like it's actually their real fears and understandings and ideas that they wanted to express because they didn't think other people were. And to me, that's just really beautiful in a way that even some of their other lyrics aren't. I think this album is maybe just perfect. In a musical way, I think it's almost just like kind of standard, but I just think it has a lot of meaning behind it, and the hooks and the melodies and the harmonies and some of the riffs are just good. Like they're not the best ever, and I think on a musical level, this isn't their singular best album. It just to me, it feels like it's just like a slap in the face the whole for the whole runtime. There's all this other crazy stuff that's going on with it too. I think the whole thing is just, it's beautiful. And I don't know that I enjoy listening it to the degree. I don't know that I enjoy listening to it to the degree that I enjoy self-titled and City of Evil and stuff, but it's just really a really really strong album, I think, and no one talks about it, which makes me sad.